Hi guys, welcome back to lesson 3 of statistics and probability. We're getting pretty close to the end of the school year. We're actually also almost on the unit. It's a pretty short one. So we're going to just go through constructing double bar graphs. This is actually a super important skill to have moving forward. Doing bar graphs is one thing, but being able to also construct a double bar graph in a neat and organized way is also hugely beneficial. So we're going to spend some time just going through that right now. I'll try to make it as easy as possible. So I have the textbook open here. I'm going to use the data set for this chart. And then if you need to reread these, you can. I'm just kind of do it my way. So it says the grade 5 class sells snacks at morning and afternoon recess. The table shows one day's sales. So they tallied everything after they did their sales. So it looks like we've got 4 different kinds of snacks: fruit, cereal bars, popcorn, pretzels. And then these are the dollar amounts for the morning. These are the dollar amounts for the afternoon sales. Just quickly looking at this, important to do, take a look at the bottom number and the top number. So we have a low of 6 and we have a high sales number of 30. So I'm going to have to figure out a nice scale that works for getting me from 6 all the way up to 30. So I have dot paper, just because I don't have graph paper at home. It works the same. I actually like doing my double bar graphs on dot paper a lot of the time anyway, just because I like the way the lines show up, usually. So we're going to start by doing our axes, which is the lines that make up the outside of the graph. I'm going to do mine fairly big, just because I'm not sure what my scale is going to be yet. And then we can, I can adjust it as necessary. I'm also going to go a couple in because I know I'm going to have to do some labeling. So I'm going to go down to about, yeah, that seems fine. And then I'm just going to go all the way over. So because I'm doing this as an example, I'm going to, like I said, make things a little bit bigger than usual. You may just want to go step by step as you're doing it next time. So next, I'm straight away, I'm going to label. I'm going to label down here. This is going to be my snacks on the horizontal axis. And I am going to do sales on my vertical axis. I am going to include a unit, so dollars, because this vertical axis, the y-axis, is usually going to have, it's going to be your number thing, so it's going to have a unit associated with it. So we're dealing with dollars this time. In the stuff we were talking about last lesson, you're looking at number of students. Don't need a unit for that, but right, we're dealing with numbers. Alrighty, I need to make a decision now because really I have to do my scale. So we're going to start with 0 for sure. So 0 is going to be this line. Okay, I need to get up to 30. Actually, I need to go a little bit higher than 30. I don't want each box to be representative of $1 though, because then my graph paper or my graph is going to be, well, literally off the charts. I don't have 30 spaces here. So we want to think of a number that's not going to make the chart too big, but it's also not going to make it too itty bitty. Now, in the textbook, which I'm looking at, they do a scale of 4, and actually I think that's a pretty decent scale. So I'm going to steal that. So the biggest thing with a scale, you have to go up at the same number each time. So it starts with 4, which means this is 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and then 32. Okay, I could have actually gone up by 2s, but whatever, that's okay. So what I want you to notice with the scale, so many people make this mistake. I'm going up by the same value each time. Okay, I'm going up by 4s, and I'm always going up by 4s. Okay, I don't start at 6 and then go up by 4s. I start at 0 and I go up by 4s. The other thing is I did my numbers at the line, okay? So the 8 goes all the way across this line, right? So if I have a value of 8, it goes all the way up to the line. Okay? It's really important that when you're doing your scale, you put those numbers right along the line. This whole box, right, does not represent 4. This whole box doesn't represent 8. It's a scale, right? It's going up and down. So when I get up to the 8 level, right, then it's 8. All right, then we do some decisions about colors because I need to do morning and afternoon, so I'm actually going to steal their idea. I've got a red and green here. Okay, and I'm just going to go now one category at a time. So I'm going to start with the category of fruit. Okay, I'll do my labeling on the bottom afterwards. So if I see in the morning, they sold $24 worth of fruit. So my red is going to be morning. Okay, I need to find $24. Well, that's actually one of my values. Perfect. So I'm going to just draw down, over, and draw down. All right. I'm just going to fairly quickly color this. Okay, you'll notice that I left a gap. Okay, from that the line on my axis. That's just going to help me stay organized, and it'll make more sense in a minute. The $20 for the afternoon. So I find my 20. Okay, I trace across, and I'm going to put these two right beside each other because these are both representative of the sales of fruit, and only fruit. Okay, this includes no other snacks. Quick little color in here. Mine's not going to be, that's pretty good. Okay, then I'm going to put my underneath label in. So this is for fruit. All right. Second category is cereal bars. We got $30 and $12. Okay, very important. Something a lot of people don't do. You need to leave a gap now. Okay, and I'm going to go all the way up to $30. Ooh, uh-oh. Okay, so hopefully you noticed what I just noticed. $30 is not on the side here. I have a 28 and I have a 32. So hopefully it makes sense that you're just going to go halfway between 28 and 32 is going to be 30. I'm going to speed this up so you guys don't have to watch me draw for 25 minutes. You all know that I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so. All right, then afternoon is all the way down to 20. Okay, that is on the chart here. Oh, how about that? Oh, I looked at the wrong one. It's actually 12. There, I can make this one nicer. Good. Then I'm going to apply my label. So this was cereal bars. Good. Then I'm going to move on to popcorn. Nice and easy. $6. Obviously not a very popular morning snack. Seems fairly reasonable. Okay, there's my morning popcorn. Afternoon popcorn is $12, which is on my scale here. So a little bit easier. Obviously, popcorn is not super popular. So as I'm going through this, I'm actually thinking about what I am learning about the data, because obviously you're going to get some questions about this. So why not start thinking about it? Popcorn. Nice. Last one here, pretzels. $6 in the morning, $6 in the afternoon. Ooh. We thought popcorn wasn't very popular. Quick little shade. And $6 in the afternoon as well. So we'll just line that up. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to fire a label on there. Pretzels. All right, so we are almost done, and I'm sure people figured out that this was going to bug me, so... Oh, so much better. Okay, there we go. Now, a lot of people would say, cool, now I'm done. Unfortunately, you are not done at this point. It's really important that you include two more things. You need a legend and you need a title. Title is very easy. Okay, if I look over here at what this chart says, it's labeled snack sales. Guess what I'm going to do? Steal it. Snack sales. Perfect title. It tells me exactly what I need to know. Okay, and then I also need a little bit of a legend because it's a double bar graph. And right now it's just a bunch of fancy colors beside each other. So I need a red one, which is representative of the morning. And I need a green one, which is representative of the afternoon sales. So that is a complete double bar graph. The reason I like this and like doing a double bar graph in a situation like this is I can quickly and easily compare the two sets of information, the two sets of data. And I mean, in terms of math class, that's going to allow you to answer questions really quickly. But in the real world, right, if you were doing a presentation to a company, or maybe a kid at their school is pitching an idea for a snack bar at the school, and they could use this data set from this other school in their presentation, right? So it's a really good way to quickly show information. I can look at this graph. I don't even care about the numbers, right? I know automatically cereal bars are the most popular. Okay. If I dig down, maybe fruit actually wins out a little bit, but just looking at it, right? Morning cereal bar sales, that's the place to be. I would probably not sell pretzels at all. Maybe you don't need to. Maybe you invest more in cereal bars because pretzels and popcorn are not popular. Okay, maybe you got to rotate it out for something else. Fruit, very strong in both the morning and afternoon. So maybe they want to keep selling lots and lots and lots of fruit throughout, well, the entire day. Maybe they pull back on the cereal bars in the afternoon because they're selling more in the morning, right? So there's lots of information that you can get from double bar graphs like this. And as you go through and do some of your own here, what I want you to pay attention to is right after you draw and label your double bar graph, right when it says something like, write a question about the graph, answer the question, what else do you know from the graph? That's what I'm looking for, right? This is what I learned and what I quickly learned because all I had to do was look at a couple little bars. So the things you need to make sure you have: a scale, okay, a good scale. You need your categories across the bottom. You need a title on the side or a label on the side. You need a title or label on the bottom. Okay, you need obviously your part in the middle, your information. You need a legend, okay, an appropriate legend, and you need a title. Okay, if you do not have all of that stuff, it is not a complete double bar graph, so it's really important that you get all those things in there. Alrighty, I know that took a little bit longer. Hopefully that means you only have to watch this once. It's a really important skill, which is why I took the time to go through that step by step. So any questions, send me an email, question on Google Classroom. You know how to get a hold of me. We'll talk to you next time.